This is definitely the man with the most acute sense of smell you've ever seen. He just gave a light sniff. Let's say that the girl a colleague was dating last night was in her ovulation period and congratulates him on his impending fatherhood. And this is just his basic operation. That night, a bald man was suddenly attacked and killed. The police, in order to find out the truth as soon as possible, invited Mike to help solve the case. And it only took him 5 seconds. He took only 5 seconds to say that this time the murderer and the previous one is the same person. And before the victim died, the victim had a bag with a lot of money in his hand before he died. The bag was then taken away by the killer. Judging from the smell at the scene, it was a paintball game bag. Then Mike went to the victim's car and sniffed it again. He seemed to understand something. He came to the body to reconfirm it. He said the bag didn't belong to the victim. He came empty-handed. The bag was brought by the killer. They deduced that the dead man was just a middleman. He tried to blackmail the killer to get a windfall, but instead lost his life. Mike also smelled the paintball club the killer frequented. It was located in the workshop of a used paper box factory. Soon, a colleague found out the location of the carton factory. He also told Mike that there would be a group game there tonight. All the members of the club would be attending, and this is the best time they can find the killer. The two arrived at the club on time in the evening, but unfortunately, they were assigned to different camps. In the changing room, Mike carefully sniffed the smell inside. Suddenly a familiar smell appeared. The killer is here, but he could not subdue the killer alone, and the game was about to start. He had to take the field. The killer seemed to sense something during the game. He chose to leave the game early. Mike rushed to call his colleagues to chase. At the same time, a mysterious sniper was aiming at something on the roof of the building. A single shot was heard. The man fell to the ground with a sound.